personality who is an HR professional, a dedicated mentor, a transformational coach, and a motivational speaker. She comes with a mission to help individuals so that they can have the thought process to win from within. Also, she is trying to help and support individuals to achieve and get their unique goals and aspirations and to live a very meaningful, a purposeful, and a peaceful life. So please welcome Mrs. Rekha Pandey. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Thank you, Neha. A very good afternoon. Thanks a lot for your warm welcome. And it's really great pleasure to be part of this podcast and to have you. And I just want to say namaskar to all my viewers. And really, we are here to make something meaningful for you so that when you're just giving us your time and focus, which is very precious. So I'm really thankful to all of you, to all my viewers. And Neha, you can continue. Thank you once again.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Ma'am, let me start with a simple thing so that I need to know more about you. Uh, what does self empowerment mean to you? And not just that, how it has helped you shape your leadership journey?
Very well, very well said, Neha. Yes, self-empowerment is nowadays a buzzword also, and self-empowerment is all about consciously creating oneself, and in alignment with your values and goals. Because we see that values differ from person to person, right? And so the definition is vast, and it takes care of each individual, and it's also about just being there and being in control of your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, as well as your mindset. So it's
Exactly.
also about cultivating, yeah, it's also about cultivating your inner strength. Because if you get the strength from within, from your resource, then you can feel that empowerment within you. So mastering yourself and being in control of your life, this is self empowerment. And the second question I would love
Amazing, ma'am.
to answer, the second
Ma'am, you know
question
what?
that
When you say these lines, it is in itself so motivating that it actually brings a feeling that we as women should do and think about in a different direction and come out of our houses and not just help ourselves, help the others also to move ahead. So related to this, I will just ask, obviously since you've had a long journey in this field, so can you share a personal experience where your self belief helped you to overcome a leadership challenge if you have faced it in your life?
yes, Neha, first of all, let me tell you that self empowerment has helped me a lot. And throughout my life journey, through my credo, you can understand how it has impacted my leadership journey, right? So, my spelling starts with REKHA, Rekha. R stands for resilient, E is for empathetic, K is for kind, H is for humility, and A is for being amiable. So in this credo, you can find what this self empowerment has given to me and how well the journey has been, right? So self belief, see, self belief is not something that comes from nowhere, right? Some self belief is something that we forge day in day out, right? So if you want to overcome any challenges, then you have to know yourself. If you're not knowing yourself, you don't know yourself, then how can you just overcome any kind of challenges? So my journey started at the early age of 27 as a leadership role properly, you can say. So my two sons were growing, and I was single mother. So many a times there was situations that I had to handle the challenges. And as you know, growing children have their own issues, and being in a mother role, it was always to just give them the right direction, give them a right kind of attitude. So, as we all know, that we can only influence and impact if we lead by example, right?
Yes,
So that was a
absolutely.
challenge. That was a challenge for me. So I also started to continue my studies and refine my mindset and inculcating habits that were just grooming myself also, and becoming a role model to them also. So this is how this whole
Yes,
journey
yes,
was there. And whenever there was the times were tough, I used to ask myself, what is in my control and what I can learn from this situation? How should I exist in this world? And these three questions, when
yes.
I imposed to myself, so the answers were such that they gave me the courage to come out with these challenges. And as we all know, challenges are there to rise, make us rise, right? Whenever challenges are there, I used to say, okay, I'm these are tough, but I'm tougher. Let's go. And with this spirit, I have just
Wow,
navigated life. So thank you, Neha, for this
amazing,
asking.
amazing,
Thank you for asking this
amazing,
question.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Really, you know what? There are a lot of women who are struggling with self-doubt. So they have this question in their mind. So, what advice would you give to these kind of women?
Neha, first of all, let me tell you from where this self-doubt creeps in. Right, the origin of this self-doubt. When we are not prepared much on our part, this is the first condition when self-doubt creeps in. And the second condition is when you are unaware of the power that is within you. Once you know the power within you, then there will be no self-doubt. But preparation is also very important. You have to prepare yourself. So when women say ki, it's not working and how to get ahead, situations are very tough. See, situations are not tough. It is our perspective towards them, right?
Yes,
So, right. So see, whenever that you feel like the situation is tough, so you have to go within yourself and you have to just analyze what kind of preparation I have done for this situation. See, if we are going to appear in an exam, we prepare for the exam.
mm-hmm.
For job interviews, we prepare ourselves. For matches,
Yep,
we prepare ourselves. So everywhere we are preparing ourselves and then facing it, right? So
yes,
when you are coming for the challenges of life, you have to prepare yourself first, right?
yeah, true.
If you don't prepare, then how can you complain? And how can you say that the situations are tough and I'm not having confidence within? Once you prepare and see how the self confidence comes to you, it gets built up within you,
Yeah,
right? So I have
exactly.
seen that it is our mindset that makes us fight, that makes us make challenges. Uh, we can make these challenges ki yes ठीक है, it all happens. Life will not give you it will not give you success on a platter,
No,
right? It is dynamic and change is inevitable.
yep,
Changes will be there. When there are ups, there
exactly.
will be downs. So you have to condition yourself and you have to prepare yourself. This is my take.
Very good, ma'am. Since, ma'am, as you said, you were a single mother. So, were there any daily routines or habits that have helped you get yourself empowered and confident? So, you must have followed a specific routine in your life. Was there any routine?
Yes, true, Neha. It's 3 decades that I'm following these routines, and as we know, routines are very powerful,
Yeah.
and mastery is all about repetition. And there's also saying practice makes a man perfect. So when right, so I wake up early at 4 a.m. and
Oh my God.
then yeah, it's I told you, no, it's 3 decades now. People ask me how healthy you are, and you're 57 years old, and yet you look so young. So I told you, no, nothing comes accidentally. You
Yes.
have to work, है ना,
Yes.
किसी भी चीज को पाने के लिए कीमत देनी है ना,
देनी है.
बिना हाँ आप ये सोचो कि कोई चीज हमें ऐसे ही मिल जाएगी, इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. We admire people but we don't take the things which they are doing. वो जो कर रहे हैं we don't follow that, right? So
Yes.
if you want any change you have to follow them. So my morning starts with waking up at early at 4 a.m., then morning walk, then journaling, then visualization, reading,
Wow.
reflecting. So these all things, because
Amazing.
meditation brings me to my inner self, and wherein I get all my answers to all my difficulties and all my solutions to my problems. Then visualization, wherein I go into capabilities and possibilities. I explore there, and by reading, I get so many perspectives. And through journaling, I reflect what went well, what went wrong, and how I can improve that. Because I had two organizations also, Lisa Home Solutions
Wow.
Private Limited, Pune, and the people process I take there as a HR into people process, and this I'm strategic business partner and director to my own uh, company, that is Sarvagi Diagnostics and Interventions in Prayagraj.
Wow.
So being a grandmother, there is also so much to learn from my grandsons. So this is how the
Ex-
whole schedule and the day unfolds. But I feel very happy and blessed, and I'm also thankful to you that you are here. And for gratitude
Absolutely.
extension, I extend my gratitude to Neha also, and
Thank you.
in the and to all my viewers who are there to just listen to us and have some takeaways. And I will
You
be
know
really
what,
happy.
ma'am? There's just one more thing I wanted to ask. Uh, since you have decades of experience, so what one piece of advice would you give to all our young women who are aspiring to be leaders?
Yes, Neha, very well said. And we all want to be leaders, and and we all know that leaders manage people, not only problems. Leaders manage people. They go into their mindsets, their attitudes. So being a leader is like mastering yourself. If you master yourself, you master your mind, then automatically your leadership is going to be influential, and you can grow very well in your leadership. But the task is that you have to do the work.
Yes, absolutely, ma'am. You know what? There have been
So
instances when I also think that I must get myself a little more upskilled because when you want to be a leader, since you've already told us that if you want to govern somebody, if you want to be a leader of a group, you need to first learn how to lead yourself. That's what
absolutely,
is one of the takeaways that I got from this discussion, which is so amazing. Which I will say that you should know how to master yourself, and you should
absolutely,
have a discipline, a mental discipline, which is very important, I think, for self empowerment. So
absolutely,
they have a couple of things like you should practically know how to lead yourself because that is how you will lead others. Because
absolutely,
if you don't have
absolutely,
control over yourself, you can't lead others. So leadership is
absolutely.
basically a mindset. From this discussion, I have taken out this that it is basically a mindset. So if your mind is under control, you can control the public and you can probably give them the right direction to move on.
Absolutely, absolutely. Very well summed up, Neha. Very well. The takeaways are really you have been so attentive that you have got all the takeaways which I wanted to communicate over here and this podcast, and you have just So beautifully, I have just pointed all the points. Uh,
Ma'am, I've
and then,
learned from this discussion that I have to inculcate this in my life as well, because I think this leadership skill is what I'm lacking. So to have this, I need to have more control on me and my feelings. And to do that, I have to have more self-dependency, and that is how I will be able to be a better leader.
oh, very beautiful soul you are, Neha. You're very beautiful soul. Yeah, very well said. Because if a person is ready to learn, to improve, and to grow, the sky is the limit.
Thank you, ma'am. And it's so amazing to sit with you, because I have been longing, because I've always had a telephonic conversation with you. So I was longing to have this discussion, and it is so amazing to sit in front of you, and hopefully I will meet you, and would love to have you again on Janitri. And thank you so much, ma'am, for being with us.
Thank you, Neha.
Have a good day, ma'am.
Same to you. Thank you.